from Lake Wiley, South Carolina. Jason, you look like you're a little damp there.
Yeah, it's just a little wet out there.
Is it raining?
Hey, it's raining and you get a little overspray also.
Yeah, I bet you do out there today.
But it was cool out there today.
14 pounds, 4 ounces, 45.9 for the tournament, has you in 18th place.
I surely appreciate it. I caught all my fish this week on a Rapala DT10 crankbait, burning it. I caught a lot of fish every day, just like I never got no big bites.
All right, well, you did well, though, getting inside that over here, Ken. Oh, come on over here. I see you got that Ranger gear on, but how do you feel about a brand new Triton bass boat powered by a 150 Optimax Mercury motor, Lowrance Electronics motor guide trailer motor? There's our winner on the Angler side. How about this piece of hardware to go along with that boat motor package? Woo! This is it. Way to go, 38 pounds, 13 ounces for 3 days fishing on the co-angler side. Remember, folks, that's a 3-fish limit. 3-fish limit on the co-angler side, so that is some significant weight out of 9 fish. All right, one more time. I just need to talk to you. You can set that down or hold it, whichever you prefer. All right, what's this mean? Now we've sealed the deal. We talked to you, early in the way, and now the deal has been sealed. Great job.
I appreciate it all. This was a good week.
Good week? You said it was the best week ever earlier.
You know, it really has for my fishing because, starting off the week, I pre-fished with Scott Dobson, and we caught some fish that were dynamic. And then it just got better. The tournament got better. The first day, I caught some big fish. I had 2 5s, 4 boys drop shot. And then the second day, they weren't eating it really well for me, so I started throwing a tube out there. It was a Mike's RX tube, and they cranked it. And this gentleman in line right here, Mr. R. Ferguson, the day before the tournament, I was low on some jig heads, and he hooked me up. He provider tackles. They got some really nice stuff. And then today, I fished with Chad Pipkins, and we put it on him. It was a good day.
All right, thank you very much. Great job. One more time, Kenneth Farrell, our co-angler winner. Hold that up one more time. Give him a big round of applause. Let's take a look quickly at top 5. Of course, Ken wins here. Ken Ramsey ended up in second. Joshua Kay in third. Alan Herrera in fourth. And Kyle Shishard in that 5th place spot. Nice job. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you coming out. We'll see you out shortly. I'll give you that certificate. All right. I need someone very special up here. And that's Todd Schmitz. Where's Todd? Where's Todd Schmitz? I need to get him up here front and center. Here he comes, sashaying up to the tournament stage. We're going to put him in a little spot called the hot seat right here. Todd Schmitz. 61 pounds even on the board after 3 days. Okay, you know what we do here, don't you?
Yeah.
We put you in this seat, and then we're going to weigh the rest of these pros, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and see what happens. Let's get it going. All right, have a seat. Welcome up the first pro that was in the top 5, Brian Coates, Lake Erie expert. We talked about it earlier. He's a great angler all over the country, but certainly no stranger here to Lake Erie. 2 fish.
2 fish, yeah. It's tough today. But
Speechless.
But I love doing this. Yeah. I love having a shot. And it didn't work out today, but I'll be back. Are you guys coming back?
We were going to try. Would you like to have us back?
I'd love it. I wasn't even going to fish. And it gets closer and closer. And then somebody called and said, hey, they have openings. So I asked somebody if I could borrow their boat. Randy Parker, thanks Randy for letting me borrow your boat. And I mean, it's a blast. I love it. I'm fishing 3 days in the big lake. I mean, I met a couple new guys, got some new friends, my co-anglers. It is a treat.
Absolutely. Thank you. And it's a treat having you here on the Bassmaster stage. 47 pounds even, 18th place for you. Great finish for you. Considering we're going to be sitting at home, get out here and fish for a week, we're going to give you a decent check. Art Ferguson the third. We were getting a little Art Ferguson love up here earlier. Co-angler champs throwing you a little love, and you, the fishery, a little love today too.
Yeah, I got one little one in there that's going to hurt me a little bit, but
22 pounds, 6 ounces what you need. 17-12. Still up inside the top 5 into third place. Grab a couple of those fish up. We need to get some photos for Bassmaster.com. Either way it shakes out, looks like you're going to end up in the top 6 or so. Great finish for you, Art.
I don't know what to say. I mean, I had a great tournament. Can't complain. Weather changed all 3 days, and I had to adjust. And today was my toughest day. Had a good weight. I mean, I'm surprised what I have. I didn't think I had that much, but God blessed me again. Another great tournament. Got to thank Jose Garza for letting me borrow his boat, and that Mercury ran great all week. And I got a lot of friends out here praying for me and stuff, and helped me out a lot. But I don't know. I thought I was on more fish. I thought I could have what the winner has, but or what the leader has. But I mean, he did a great job. Didn't work out for me.
You're not far off though at 56 pounds, 7 ounces, third place. Great job for you, Art. All right, Jared Rohde from Port Clinton, Ohio, needs to have 18 pounds, 15 ounces to take over the lead. Not quite going to be enough for that, but let's see if I can't get you up inside the upper half of this final day weigh-in. 11 pounds, 10 ounces, all the way up in the top 10 in the 6th place. Jared, tell us about your week.
The first 2 days went really well. It was sunny and calmer. I was catching my fish probably 25, 24 feet. The wind, it was rough today, but it was doable. The fish just weren't there. I moved around 4 or 5 different times, and I couldn't even mark them, so I have no idea where they went. But I had a great week. I ran that Ranger boat probably 200-300 miles. I mean, we were making long runs, and it was just, I had a good week. You can't complain with that.
All right, 11 pounds, 10 ounces today, 53-12. You had an outstanding week. Anytime you can start with 180 boat pro anglers, get yourself inside the top 10, currently in 6th place. That's pretty strong.
Right, yeah, I can't complain. I'd like to say thanks to you guys for coming up here, and obviously I live right here, so it's nice to jump in these, and hopefully that continues. So thanks a lot.
All right, thank you, Jared. Appreciate it. All right, I'm going to ask first, please, let's bring Chris King up here. I hope you don't mind that I do this, but I think it's probably a better way because, Chris, you had that monster day yesterday, and we heard it earlier, so really it's not a surprise to a lot of folks out here. Just didn't happen today.
It didn't, and how do you not go back there, and go back there and they just weren't there.
25 pounds, 14 ounces yesterday, nothing today. It's shocking, it really is, and I'm sure you're as shocked as the rest of the folks out here. In your estimation, and I know you're probably still trying to piece it all together, what changed in that area? Did the wind, I know that the winds kind of really turned around, came out of the south a lot more today. Do you think that affected your fish?
Oh, definitely. They just shut down, and I marked a few fish, and I could see them on the graph and stuff, but just couldn't get them to eat. They would not bite.
All right, Chris. Well, you're going to end up, 19th, 20th place, depending on how things shake out here, with 47 pounds, 4 ounces. Great tournament. Again, like we talked about earlier, you start with 180 pros. You're inside that top 20. That's pretty great.
Yeah, I'm grateful to have a shot. Where else could you go and fish for that kind of money? And I had my shot, and it didn't work out. But I'll be back.
We're still proud of you, and we still love seeing that big bag of smallmouth bass yesterday. That was impressive. Give Chris a big round of applause. All right, David Hasty, let Larry Powell hold your fish here. Oh, I'm sorry, David. Real quick. Come on up. We're going to talk to David Hasty. Todd Schmitz, he's sitting over here. Come on over here front and center. Todd's sitting over here. He's waiting to see what happens. It's going to get real dramatic here, one way or the other in a second. So I want to take an opportunity to tell us about your week. Of course, leading after day one, had a great day, had a great second day, but then Chris comes in with that huge bag, takes over the lead. You're sitting there, though, solidly in second place. Now you're up here. I'm going to tip off the folks. You got a limit of fish.
Yeah, I had a great tournament. I didn't lose any fish this week. It was excellent. I worked my plan, and the plan seemed to keep falling in play. And I stayed close to home today because I just figured it was going to be my game. I always run away from it on the last day, but today I decided I'm going to stay here, you know, just try to get it done. And I caught a lot of fish today. The river dropped about 1.5 feet today, and I pulled a lot of my big fish off the shallow spots I was fishing and pushed them right on out, and I couldn't find them. But I had a great co-angler, did a great net job today, and just went through a lot of fish.
All right, he went through a lot of fish. He's got 5 of them. Head on off the stage and get those fish. We're going to get them on the scale. This is going to get very interesting. Watch the scales up top. 18 pounds. 12 ounces is what you need. 18, 12. You think you got it?
I think I'm a little short.
Let's see what happens. We'll get them to settle down. It's going to be close. 5 fish limit for David Hasty. 5 fish. Oh, they're just keeping this so dramatic. Hold on tight. Here it comes. Did a great job with the fish care. No fish care penalties here. Very much alive. Especially one. He's just keeping this interesting. Hey, look at that. But what is that?
That's some Bass Cat live wells for you.
All right, they're starting to settle. All right. Come on, Larry Towle. You watching? 16 pounds, 14 ounces. You're in second place. Todd Schmitz is our winner on the Bassmaster Northern Open, presented by Bass Pro Shops. How about that, Todd?
It's unbelievable. Fish against these guys that are locals and the people that came and fished this tournament. I had to go home Sunday and go to work for a couple days, so I didn't even get to practice at the first part of the week. But I found the fish today. They had moved a little bit on me. I was able to catch a couple each day and obviously get in here on 9th this morning. But like I said, to compete against these guys and do this, it's unbelievable.
It's outstanding. Great job. Give them a big round of applause. I'm going to hand you a little hardware here. Give it up for Todd Schmitz. 61 pounds even. David Hasty ended up in second with 59.3. Oh, less than a pound out of first. Ryan Said in third with 56.10. Art Ferguson in fourth with 56.7. And Chad Pipkins, fifth place, 56.5. It's all jammed up there at 56 pounds and change. All right, where do you do from here? We're going to see you down there in Chesapeake?
Probably.
I hope so. All right, give them a big round of applause. We're going to take a minute to finalize these results, but first I need to thank our sponsors. Of course, our presenting sponsor, Bass Pro Shop, Toyota Trucks, Berkeley Baits, Skeeter, Yamaha, Evan Williams Bourbon, our associate sponsors. Nitro Boats just came on board. We're happy to have them as part of the Bass Pro Shop sponsorship. Triton and Mercury stepping it up big time, giving away a bass boat and motor this week. Minn Kota Trolling Motors, Motor God. Hey man, you're the only one who put me on. Thank you.